What's going on, everybody? Today, I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things you need to know before moving to the Daytona Beach, Central Florida area. So stay tuned, check it out. Hey guys, Adam Bégin here, licensed realtor with Wolves Realty in Daytona Beach, Florida. Let's go ahead and address the elephant in the room right off the bat. Yes, I was in the sun this weekend, had a hat on backwards and got a beautiful sunburn to go along with it. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way. But today I'm going to be talking to you about 5 things you need to know before you move to the Daytona Beach, Central Florida area. Definitely very, very important things that you should know before moving down here. But I've created this channel with you specifically in mind. I get questions every single day of people looking to relocate to this area in Central Florida. So I've put together this channel and I try and put new videos online every single week that'll have a lot of your questions, concerns, things you want to know about the area before you move here. So I'm a full-time realtor. If you ever need anything at all, morning, day, nighttime, weekends, whatever it is, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm going to make sure all my contact information shows up on the screen throughout the video. It's also going to be down below in the description of this video. So if you need anything at all, don't hesitate to reach out to me, whether it's call, text, email, send me that smoke signal, whatever you've got to do to get in touch with me. I'm here for you. You're never, ever bothering me. And if you haven't done so yet, do me a favor, click that red subscribe button below this video. Also click the bell right next to the subscribe button because that's going to give you a notification each and every time I upload a new video to this channel. And also give me a thumbs up if you like what I talk about in this video. If you've got anything you'd like to add on, any thoughts or comments, leave them down below. I love getting feedback from you guys. So let's go ahead and jump on into 5 things you need to know before you move to the Daytona Beach, Central Florida area. All right, so the first thing that I want to share with you that you should know before you move down here, if you love having different seasons of weather throughout the year, this probably isn't going to be the place for you. We get either hot or chilly to kind of cool. We don't really have a fall where, the leaves change and you get your yellows and oranges and reds. It's either green or it's dead and brown. That's about it. We've got, hot summertime. It stays pretty warm throughout the year, and then you'll have a couple of months in the year where it does cool off. Today we woke up, it was 59 degrees out. It's a high of 82 today, sunny. It's absolutely gorgeous. But it's going to be like that for quite a while. And then once it does get into the winter time, it'll get down into the 50s, 40s, and 30s, but it doesn't really, obviously it doesn't really snow here, but we don't have a fall season here. It's basically just springtime, summertime, and then it cools off a little bit, but that's about it. So if you're looking for, very, very distinct changes of the seasons, Central Florida is probably not going to be a good spot for you. The second thing you need to know about this area is what style are you? And what I mean by that is, with all the surrounding towns and cities in Central Florida, Daytona Beach area, a lot of them have different styles to them. Like if you're in Daytona, it's more of a touristy style, great place to raise a family, but it's a beach town, tourist town. You're gonna have more nightlife, clubs, bars, that kind of thing. Whereas if you move out to say Port Orange, which is a couple towns south of Daytona, it's more up and coming, young professionals. I feel like Port Orange, especially when you go down Dunlawton, the main road in Port Orange, I feel like it's pretty busy. And there is a very, very heavy police presence in Port Orange, very, very safe place. The locals here kind of have a joke where it's welcome to Port Orange, here's your ticket. So definitely don't speed if you're in Port Orange. If you go up north to Ormond Beach, that's where I live personally, is in Ormond. It's way more laid back. It is up and coming. More and more people are discovering it. But there's not as much to do in Ormond Beach. You're really going to go to Daytona, New Smyrna Beach, Flagler Beach, if you're wanting to get out and about. But Ormond, you know, they've got your restaurants, they've got a few bars there, but really everything closes up relatively early when you compare it to a major city like Orlando. Ormond Beach just isn't going to be your place for nightlife and that kind of lifestyle. If you go up even further north to Flagler Beach, that's more of your small mom and pop's beach town feel. There's not really any chains that I can think of off the top of my head in Flagler as far as restaurants go. But if you go to Flagler Beach, it's super, super laid back. It's got that good beach island lifestyle. Locals love the place because it is locally supported. There's a lot of mom and pop's businesses, some great local restaurants there. So if you want that small beach town kind of laid back atmosphere, Flagler Beach is highly, highly recommended. I'd say the same thing about New Smyrna Beach, which is south of Daytona. Very laid back, local beach town feel. Now, if you're more into the country lifestyle, you want that, you know, kind of slow country pace, you want some land, be in a more rural farm town, you want to go west. Because when you're east by the ocean, it's going to be more, you know, touristy and busier and all that kind of stuff. But when you go west away from the ocean, that's when you start getting into the more rural communities. I'm thinking of like Samsula, Bunnell, you know, places like that, Ocala, that are more just country and laid back, where you're not as busy, but there's also not as much to do in those places. So definitely you need to figure out what your style is and where you want to be when you come down to this area. That'll help me to help you find the place that's going to be in a good area and you're going to be happy with. So number 2, you definitely need to figure out what style, what area you want to be in that's going to reflect your lifestyle. The third thing you need to know before moving to the Central Florida or Daytona Beach area is we're on the water, or we're near the water. There's a lot of water here, rivers, lakes, obviously the ocean is right here. So because of that, water is a huge part of our lifestyle down here. Salt life is definitely a thing here. You're gonna be out fishing, you're gonna be on boats or jet skis, you're gonna be water skiing, stand-up paddleboarding, surfing. There's all different kinds of things that you can do when you're on the water. There's a lot of beach bars. A lot of these beach bars are overlooking the beach. I was just at a restaurant last night, River Grill on the Tomoka. They have a beautiful bar overlooking the river. My wife and I were there for probably 2.5 hours just hanging out, relaxing. So that's what the Central Florida beach town vibe is all about. It's about being on the water. So if you're not a huge fan of water, this may not be a good place for you because so many of our recreational activities are centered around being on the water or being close to it. That being said, if you do like the water and you're a huge fan of fishing or boating, you know, surfing, that kind of thing, this is definitely going to be a place where you have no shortage of entertainment and just no shortage of bodies of water to go take advantage of. Whether you're just wanting to sit and look out and relax, looking at the water all day, or you're wanting to go 50 miles offshore and go fishing and everything in between. So definitely the third thing you need to know about the area is we are huge on being outside and on the water. Fourth thing you need to know before moving to this area is you need to know if you're going to either rent or buy. If you are looking to rent, I'm just being straight up, you're going to have a hard time finding a rental. I do get a lot of people reaching out to me asking if I can help them with rentals. Typically I don't because, you know, you go on Google and type in homes for rent in Ormond Beach, apartments for rent in Daytona Beach. You can pretty much get the job done that way. I will handle rentals if you're just needing to rent for a little while in order to, say, boost your credit or put some more money into savings before you buy something. But as far as just handling rentals, I don't typically do that, and I don't know of a ton of realtors that do. So if you're looking to rent, you're gonna have a hard time right now because there's just not a lot of inventory. I'm seeing apartment complexes, and this is no joke, I feel like this area, Daytona, Ormond Beach, the surrounding towns, I feel like they are throwing up and building apartment complexes as quickly as they can. And as soon as they start leasing, they're filled up. I had a friend of mine, his daughter was tired of living in her apartment, so she canceled her lease. And then a couple of days later, she went back to the leasing office and said, I need to re-sign my lease. I literally cannot find anything. And they said, too bad. They had a huge waiting list of people that were, waiting for something to open up to move in there, and they had already leased it to somebody else. So if you're looking to rent, you need to find something before you actually make a move down here. And if you're looking to buy within the near future, you don't want to sign, an annual rent or an annual contract for your rental. You want to do something that's more of like a month to month. That way you can back out of your lease agreement pretty easily when you do find something that you want to buy. Now, as far as buying goes, it's a great time if you're financing, it's a great time to get a loan because interest rates are extremely low. Inventory, as far as buying a home, it's building back up. A couple of months ago, it was at one of the lowest points I've seen as far as inventory on the market goes, but it is building back up. That being said, we have so many people now moving to the state of Florida that people are coming in here with cash in hand, ready to buy properties, asking price or above. So I'm just giving you a heads up. If you are looking to buy something down here, you need to be ready to act quickly. You can't be thinking about it and mulling over if this is the house for you or not. If it checks most of your boxes, it's pretty wise to go ahead and make an offer and try and buy it. So if you're looking to rent, I can help you with that. If you're looking to purchase in the near future, but if you are looking to purchase down here, then you need to be ready to act quickly. So fourth thing you need to know is whether you're looking to rent or buy. And if you are looking to buy, be ready to act quickly. If you're looking to rent for a little while and then buy, don't sign an annual rental agreement. You need to do something that's more of a month-to-month agreement. The fifth and final thing that you need to know before moving to this area is that you're probably going to need a car. And by probably, I mean you're going to need a car. Reason being is I know that a lot of the bigger cities out there have transit systems, subways, trolleys, whatever, any of those types of things. There's not really that great of a public transportation system. We have a public bus line called VOTran. I wouldn't really recommend it, especially if you're a family. I definitely wouldn't bring my kids on the VOTran. You do see some crazy things on the public bus system here. Most people here have their own car. It's not really one of those areas where you can, get around on your bike. Sure you can, but it would take a lot longer because it is a little bit more spread out. We do have Uber, Lyft, taxi cabs, that kind of thing. But if you're living here, it's not really economically sound or feasible to just Uber everywhere. So you definitely want to get a car. Nice thing about having a car is when my wife moved here from out of town, she would always ask me, how far is this? How far is that? Trying to plan how long she needs to get places. And I would always say 10 minutes, 15 minutes, somewhere in that ballpark. And she finally said, she's like, I feel like you're just saying 10 minutes for everything. And I said, yeah, it's because most everything is about 10 minutes away. So if you're moving to the area, yeah, you can get to where you need to go in probably about 10 to 15 minutes. You can Uber there for sure, but you'll definitely need a car. You'll want to have your own transportation as there's not really a great mode of public transportation. And Uber and Lyft, they just start to get expensive after a while. So fifth thing you need to know about this area is you're definitely going to need your own vehicle and your own form of transportation if you're moving here. All right, guys, that's what I've got for you today. Like I said at the beginning of the video, if you have any questions or comments, concerns, please don't hesitate to reach out. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to help your move be as easy and smooth as possible. I help people each and every single day with questions or concerns about the area. You're no different. So reach out to me. Phone calls, text, emails, whatever you've got to do. You're never, ever bothering me. And I mean that from the bottom of my heart. reach out to me and let me help you find your dream home in this area. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Look forward to hearing from you soon. Bye-bye.